Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to land the 163 and turn with it. A good trick is just to put the landing gear down and let it break off. That way your wings won't break. And you don't actually get a crash for it either. Up there it goes. Thought it wasn't going to come off. Yeah, every time you land it without the landing gear, you will not get a crash for any plane, I believe, because of the new system that goes in added, so that you can only be shot down once, and landing gear is not a critical module. And one wing isn't a critical module apparently, but two wings are. Even though some planes you can land without both of your wings, but it doesn't let you repair. The big problem with this plane is when you land on one wing and it breaks off, half the time it's going to pop over to the other side and break the other wing, and that'll be your game over. But they do reckon that they have fixed the 163 for the next patch when it comes out. I'm going way too fast for this landing. Good thing it's only the training map. Bit of a quick touchdown. Oh, and black too. I was in a bit of a rush there. Could have come down a bit softer. But, and there we go. I can be bothered to wait for it. Quick restart. Now the second way to land it is with your skid and your flaps. I usually do it this way when I haven't taken any damage. Just say there's someone pursuing me and he wants to strafe me on the runway. Don't like it how people do that, but they still do it. But if you do manage to land it successfully, you can always jump back out of your plane and then jump back into it. That's a whole repair time of 3 seconds instead of waiting for your entire time. It does help if you haven't put this crew on expert or ace. I think I've only got mine on expert. The only crew that I have on ace is my 262 when I used to play that back in the previous patches when it was actually good. Might do a video on that later. Whoa, turning at these speeds is not good. Gear down, landing flaps down. This is looking good. Hard on my brakes. Keep the center circle inside the crosshair. Keep it straight as possible. And it's starting to fall. Perfect. And don't even get a repair timer. But yeah, that's your perfect landing, and you should be able to just jump back out of it and jump back in your plane. Next thing, I'll show you how to turn in this thing. Well, first thing, I may as well get this one out of the way, is when you do a negative G. Do not do this at all. So I'm only going 550, negative G. Well, you get the idea. The slower you go, the more time you've got to react. If I was going 600, 700, 800, you only got to do that slightly and it'll break on you. Now I'll show you how to turn in this thing. If anyone's played the KR200, you'll know that it's a completely different plane to this thing. It goes slower. It turns a little bit better, but it's only got 4 minutes of fuel. And also, when you start to turn like this, very slightly, until it starts blacking out in the G-lock, the KR200 does not have this G-lock. It'll just keep turning and turning until it breaks. So you got to be very gentle with that. Even though you have to be very gentle with this one. Now to slow your speed down while you're still turning, you want to start spiraling upwards. The speed comes down, then you want to quickly nose down, then nose back up. Although it is a negative G, it doesn't brake, and you can do a quick turn. Nose down, nose up. Gives you a quick burst of turn. And one more time, nose down, nose up. Should be fine. And if you want to do it even sharper, you turn your throttle all the way down. Oops. Start to black out in that little dive. Nose down, nose up. You can pull up just before you even hit the ground. And you've got whoever was turning with you. Even props can't do a turn like this without losing all their energy, but you can get this energy back so quick with this rocket plane. It's ridiculous how fast the acceleration is. Just climb back up, and it just keeps going. Well, that's it for my tips on the 163. Hope you guys learned something. Out.